you're here. So, okay. So this one starts actually before the death curse kicks in, and you can be anywhere in my universe. But so you're just going about your normal routine, and then something happens. So let's see. Pleedleplop. What does Pleedleplop do during the day?
He is a oh jeez. He joined a pirate crew because he was not really into the whole being underwater thing.
Uh-huh.
It didn't really appeal to him, even though he's really good at it. So he joined a pirate crew, and he's just sort of been their navigator,
Okay.
Doing some stuff with wind and all that.
That's really good. Okay, so you're on a pirate ship, doing pirate stuff.
Arr.
Maybe you're like counting you're divvying up treasure, loot, or maybe you're making somebody made an infraction and they tied them to the mast and they're whipping them.
Oh jeez.
So all right, so Pleedleplop, you're divvying up treasure. And
Wait, Pleedleplop, what race are you again? Kotoa?
Triton.
Triton, okay.
Yes.
All right, and Zebediah, what are you doing during the day?
Well, great Zebediah, master magician, and likes to put on arcane acts for all the little boys and girls in town. Pretty much, I use prestidigitation, and I'm like, there's a copper piece behind your ear, and just silly stuff like that.
I want to see what they think. Nah, the kid's like, I think I know how you did that. All right,
Even adults. Yeah, adults too, not just kids.
Oh, okay. Wynra, what do you do during the day?
I tend to hunt most of the time, but I use every part of the animal to sort of help the gnomes that I live with that took in me and my mother. But recently, when I came of age, I left to find the man that abandoned me and my mother, left her pregnant. So I'm on a search.
So you're like wandering the forest?
Yeah, basically, yeah, just wandering into towns and cities, I don't really know anything besides what she's told me about him.
Okay. All right, Rein, what do you do during the day?
So my family is mostly into collecting old tomes and ancient relics and things of that nature. And since my parents settled down mostly to raise the family, I travel mostly to Baldur's Gate, sometimes to Waterdeep, and then beyond if I hear about interesting things that I can find. And in the hopes of bringing it back home to a collection we keep in the city of Hillsfar. So I travel as far and wide as I can if I hear of something interesting.
Okay. This is going to take place in my universe, just so you know. So you're about to get sucked into somewhere in my goofy campaign setting, okay?
No problem.
All right. Okay, so that's how it starts. You're doing those things when suddenly the air around you turns cool and motes of dancing light fade into existence before your eyes. These motes close on you, burning your skin with cold electricity. The twitching of the motes quickens even as they grow larger and brighter. In a matter of seconds, the motes are so large you can see nothing else. The blinding, pulsing light overwhelms your mind until the light finally fades, allowing you to see again. You stand dazed with several others, you're all the others, in a wooden glade. It is twilight, and the motes of energy that brought you here slowly fade to nothing. A pair of fawns drink from a small stream just a few feet away, their mother doe standing guard, eyeing you warily, but remaining perfectly still. It's like a scene from a dream. But it is terribly real. Perhaps it is a waking nightmare as a dark, wolf-like creature bursts from the undergrowth near the stream, falling on one of the fawns with vicious growls. The other two deer bound away in panic. So you've appeared somewhere else in a forest, there's a bunch of deer, and this wolf thing just ran out and is attacking the deer. What would you guys like to do?
Let's see.
I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. All right, let's roll initiative then.
All right.
You got your oh wow. You got your mage armor. Okay.
Zebediah has an...
Yeah, Zebediah, go ahead. What?
Oh, I have an 8.
An 8 for Zebediah. All right. What about Wynra?
15.
15 for Wynra. What about Pleedleplop?
That's a 17 for me.
And what about Rein?
I'm at a 6.
Pleedleplop. All right, 6 for Rein. All right, Pleedleplop. What? Do you want to do anything? This is what you just show up in this weird place. There's all these weird people around you. This one woman just started casting, and a shimmering field went around her. What would you like to do?
I am just gonna look around and figure out the nearest way to the ocean.
Well, there is a lake right here, so
There is a lake. Okay.
you don't see any ocean though.
Very strange. All right. I am just gonna stand there confused then.
All right, Wynra, what would you like to do?
How close am I to this wolf? What is my...
20 feet.
Okay, I want to, because I don't like what I'm seeing, because this is violent and I hate it, I'm going to move 10 feet closer to it to get within range, and I'm going to cast poison spray. So, just sort of reach out and cast my cantrip poison spray. He has to succeed on a con saving throw of 14.
I made it.
No!
Does anything happen on a miss?
No. He either succeeds or takes damage.
So you kind of move up, you spray your poison spray, and it reflexively dodges. But then it turns. It was about to, it's drooling and about to bite into the neck of the fawn, but it turns towards you and growls, and you see the skin of its face kind of twitch in weird ways. After Wynra, Zebediah, what would you like to do?
Well, this is a fine pickle. Firebolt. I shoot a firebolt at
I
it.
thought you were gonna pull a rabbit out of a hat or something.
Oh, that
Distract him
would
with this.
that would have been a good idea.
What are you doing? Firebolt?
Yeah, someone's
Okay.
already attacking it, so.
Okay.
Pew! 14.
Let's see, 14. That hits.
Oh, sweet.
How much damage do you do?
Let's see here. I do... Of course I drop the dice. Okay, I see an 8 on the floor, so 8.
All right. Normally floor dice don't count, but this time I'll do it.
Okay.
28. Okay. Is that it for Zebediah?
And, yeah. That's all I do.
And what about Rein?
Rein looks for any kind of tree or cover nearby and kind of assesses where that would be if she needs to run, and then puts herself in a position where she is about 20 feet from this animal, and she is also going to firebolt because that looked like a great idea.
Okay.
Fire's always a good idea against wolves.
And she gets a 10.
Oh, okay. So it misses by a bit. Okay. So then this thing gets to go. It turns towards you all, and suddenly the skin peels back off of its face. You just see a skull, and it lets out a huge roar, and it just explodes out. And everybody make a charisma saving throw. Everybody.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shoot.
Wynra rolled a 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pleedleplop got a 21.
Yeah.
Okay. So Pleedleplop got a 21, so you made it. What did Rein get?
A 4.
Okay, so Rein failed. What about Wynra?
17.
Wynra made it. And what about Zebediah?
Don't worry, you're not the only failure. I got a 6.
So Zebediah and who was it who failed?
Rein. Rein failed.
Rein and Zebediah. Okay, so you two, you fall prone and you're frightened for 1 minute. At the end of your every turn, you can repeat the save, and once you make it, it's done, and you're immune to it for 24 hours. Okay, so let's out a roar. Two of you fall over. And it's snarling, and it's 15 feet away. And its face is a skull with eyeballs, And then it is Pleedleplop's turn.
Okay. I am going to turn to this freaky creature. Actually, can I make a nature check to see if I know what this is?
Sure.
Okay. I do not. That was a nat 1.
Okay.
Okay, well, I have spent my whole life in the ocean, so I have no clue what this weird land creature is. And I'm gonna cast fog cloud with my my racial ability. Just drop it right on this thing.
Okay. Do I make a save or something?
I am not sure. I don't believe so.
How close are we to each other? Like,
Oh.
were we all within 5 feet of each other?
If you want to be,
No,
well, I
it
know
just-
that
it just-
one of you ran up a little bit, right? I think
I did.
Wynra ran up.
Wynra
so
did,
I
yeah.
think Wynra's about 10
I ran
feet
up
away,
10 feet.
and the rest of you are like all buddied up.
It just drops a 20-foot radius cloud right on top of this thing.
Okay.
Okay.
What does it? I mean, what are the effects?
Ooh, the area is heavily obscured, lasts for a duration of up to 1 hour, its concentration. So it basically just makes it hard to see in there, I guess.
So he can't. It's hard for him to see you, and it's hard for you to see him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we got a fog cloud. Let's see. That was Pleedleplop. Do you want to move at all?
No, I'll stay where I am.
All right. And then it is Wynra's turn. Wynra, it's in fog. What do you do?
Thanks, Pleedleplop.
You're very welcome.
So I'd probably have to roll disadvantage to hit, right? I would imagine.
What kind of concealment is it?
It just says heavily obscured.
Heavily obscured. Okay. Oh god, I gotta find that.
I think that was +2 AC or something like that.
There you
It's something
go.
like increased AC.
Okay.
I like it.
okay.
Do that.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so
You see in the fog, you see the big wolf form. You also see a couple other forms similar to a wolf, but not quite wolfy.
I don't like this at all.
I might have accidentally made this scarier.
One of them is horrible, and the other two are really nice. So
Can I roll like an insight check to see if this is like some kind of magic effect?
yes. Okay, you got two choices here. You can make a nature check to learn more about
Okay.
where you are, or you can make an arcana or religion to sense the weirdness.
I'll go with nature.
All right, nature.
That's a nat 20 plus
Oh.
my 4 modifier.
You realize that you guys are in the Feywild,
Nice.
the plane that touches the mortal realm, but is more primal, wild, and unpredictable, and everything's shinier. And there's all these Fey things. You know.
I feel very
Pixies.
comfortable with this, sort of.
Everybody's tiny and giggles, you know, that kind of thing.
So I'm going to back up my full speed of my full 30 feet.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna try poison spray again. So he has to
Poison
succeed.
spray, okay.
So let me find it one more time. He has to succeed on Constitution 14.
I failed it.
Okay.
What happens?
1d12 poison damage. Let me find a d12. It's just 6 points of damage.
Okay. The poison, you can see it like hacking, and like out of its mouth, like liquid comes out.
Ew.
Might be blood. Is that it for Wynra?
Yes.
All right, old
Oh,
man.
I want to say I do that before I back up because it isn't within 10 feet. Sorry.
right,
Before
no problem.
I do it and then I back up.
Sure. Old man Zebediah.
Okay, I'm still frightened, right?
Yeah, at the end of your turn, you'll get a save. Frightened. Shoot.
Okay, so I'm assuming wisdom, or is it charisma again?
Charisma.
Okay. The one I'm not proficient in. Here we go. Oh, 13.
You are no longer frightened.
Okay, great.
Let's see, I should.
You can't move closer to it, and I think you have disadvantage as long as you can see it.
Okay.
Okay. So
I
you
wasn't sure if
can-
I could cast anything.
Yeah, it looks like you can, yeah.
Oh, okay. I cast a minor illusion of image of myself being terrified right in front of myself. And I guess I move back.
Okay, so it would target the fake you.
Yeah.
I got you. All right. After Zebediah is Rein.
All right, so I back up, following Zebediah back. So I use half my movement, get up, and then I back up about 10 feet. And since this thing is in the fog cloud and is heavily obscured, I believe I have disadvantage because I can't see him.
Okay. Yeah.
So I want to attack him with a firebolt.
Okay.
All right. And I'm kind of whimpering a little bit. All right, so I get a 13 to hit him this time with disadvantage.
That is what is known as exactly the number you need. And if you have a signature maneuver, you can now pull it off, whatever that might be. I don't know what that would be. Backflip, catchphrase.
I would say, as I'm frightened, and running backward, I sort of tumble back to my feet, like a somersault away, and tumble to my feet and come up and kneeling, shooting it out.
Cool.
And just kind of squeak in surprise when it actually hits something in this. Woo!
Wow,
And,
okay, got it. Backwards roll. Squeak.
squeal.
Squeak. That's your signature maneuver.
That's my signature maneuver.
All right, that's the first one ever. All right, good.
I'll do 6 points of fire damage with my firebolt.
All right,
Nice.
so you hit it with this badass maneuver. Goes through the fog kind of parts, and poof, you hit it, and the thing is kind of on fire a little bit. And then its turn comes, and it's just running. It just double moves into the forest, and its skin kind of goes back over its face. And the frightened is gone. So there's two fawns who are kind of panicky and too scared to even run. What would you like to do?
Can I approach them and like try to calm them down?
Yeah, make a animal handling thing or whatever.
Can I help?
Yes!
Okay.
11,
Oh, I didn't help.
I rolled a 17.
Okay. How are you going to try to help? 'Cause-
Me?
yeah, like what were you going to do? She's like coming up,
Okay.
and what does Zebediah try to do to help?
Okay, I got a 9 total, and I'm like, all I was gonna say was like, there, little does, it's all right. That's all I was gonna say.
I guess the tone of your voice like makes them, and then you kind of shut up, and she smooths it over. Okay, that works. They like you, and then something happens. All right.
Just like completely enamored with petting these little does. Just love them. These are my best friends now.
They're fawns, so the mother doe kind of pops
Oh.
out of the forest, and she licks the fawns, and like they had little scrapes on them, and the scrapes heal up. And then she licks Rein, and Rein, you feel good, and
It feels like home.
more pure and goodness. And then suddenly she transforms from a deer into a woman with kind of white skin, a big green hooded robe. She has long blonde hair, and the hood is up, so it's like shadows covering her eyes, so you can just see her nose and her lips. And her legs pop out of the robes, and they're like, like a satyr. They have the fur and the hoof. It's like that. She says to you, her kind eyes take you in, and she says, "My name is Mother Doe. I thank you for your assistance and bravery." She pauses a moment to look around, then continues, "But something is very wrong. You do not belong here. The creature that attacked you has not been seen in these parts for years. My healing powers are diminished. I believe something has happened. Something terrible."
That's not good. Do you have any idea?
She shakes her head. She pulls out like a little bottle. One of the fawns is crying, right?
Oh.
She collects the tears in the thing, and she holds it out to you guys and says, "Take this with my thanks. I am not sure how it will work with the terrible magic that is affecting us all, but it should return a creature to life if you put it on their tongue in the moments directly after they perish."
All right, so no one put that on me while I'm sleeping. I know I'm old, but I'm not that old, all right?
I reach out and take it.
Okay, so it's a potion of revivify.
And I thank you so much. Do you know of any way that we can help you?
Good question. All right, she puts the blood in the thing. There's more, yes. Page 7. She says, I must get to safety. There is nothing but danger here now. If you wish to return to your lands and fight the forces that have brought this evil to the world, follow this stream to Caterpillar Falls. There, you will find a portal back. Go with strength and resolve, or you shall need both. Then she turns into a deer, and all three of the deer gallop away majestically in slow motion. And there's like bloom, it's like glow. And
I break the glow with a comment, and I say, "It's never a good sign when a deer gives you a potion to bring you back to life."
Not at all.
I'm just
Check
like
it for
wide-eyed. This is amazing to me.
Okay, so there's a stream. She pointed you in the direction. What would you like to do? Now, you can look at each other now. What does what does Rein look like?
So Rein is she's pretty tall. She's just under 6 feet tall, but very slim. She carries a tall quarterstaff that has a bunch of etchings and things like that in it, and she has blue hair, and it's blue and silver, all streaked together, and she has silvery blue eyes, and her hair's just kind of pulled back and beaded, and she's wearing. They're not very like expensive robes, but colorful. She's kind of wearing them over some travel clothes and sort of little nervous looking about at these strangers she's with.
All right.
A little smile on her face.
What does Pleedleplop look like?
He has sort of purplish skin, a little pudgy for a Triton, a little shorter, like 4.5 feet. No hair, totally bald, some fish fins on the sides of his head, sort of wearing a like a toga without the part that goes over the shoulder, so just like a skirt basically, and a necklace with like crab shells and stuff around it.
Toga without. So like, where does it wrap around? I mean, is it up top?
Just around. It's just like tied on like a jacket around his waist,
Gotcha.
Is he like wearing a puka shell necklace? Like
Yeah, basically.
Okay, what does Wynra look like?
She's a little tanner because she spends a lot of her time outside. She has the regular half elf shorter ears, blue eyes. She's got black hair with a little bit of gray mixed into it, and she wears her hair up in a bun with 2 long braids, very thin small braids down the side, pierced ears, a deep scar on her chin, and she wears green and reds along with a brown cape over her, and she has a quarterstaff that she carries around with her.
Okay, and what about Zebediah?
Okay, so you guys know how Gandalf the Grey looks?
Yes.
Now, imagine Gandalf the Grey, but his robes are blue, and I have a fishing rod on my back. And there's a little hook and a bobber, like, just dangling. And maybe every once in a while it, like, touches the brim of my long-brimmed pointy hat. And I have very long pointy ears, because I'm a high elf. I guess light bronze, I guess, is high elf skin tone. So
You have a
we'll
beard?
go with that. Yes, a very long, silvery beard.
You're an elf with a beard?
Bearded
Yes.
elf.
Yes.
Usually they don't.
Actually-
how do you think was it just a freak of nature that he has a beard, or did he cast a spell?
I'm just so old that like the beard normally is invisible. No, okay. You see, most elves after they reach 500, that's when they start growing their beard. I'm a little over 600 to say myself, but yeah, I take good care of it as I like stroke my beard. It's like pointy. Since elves are pointy, it's a very pointy beard.
As an elf, I walk over and test the beard to see if it's actually real. Kind of pull on it a little bit and look at him inquisitively. And okay.
Don't worry, it's real.
Okay. Are you gonna follow the stream?
Oh, Pleedleplop is going right at the stream. He loves water, so he's like, "Oh boy, I
Mm.
like this idea."
I'm gonna follow after Pleedleplop, mostly because I'm interested in Pleedleplop because I've never seen a Triton before in my life. This is cool.
Mhm.
This fish friend seems to have a good idea. I'm gonna follow him.
Okay. So everybody's going to follow?
Yes.
As you follow the stream, the sunlit sky darkens within a matter of a few heartbeats. The stars begin to twinkle in the sky, and you realize that the sun did not set, it just disappeared. The pleasant whispers of the flowing stream next to you, which made such a nice companion on the walk so far, suddenly turn ominous and threatening.
Ah, the Feywild.
Oh man, crazy weather we're having.
Do you do anything special? Or you just keep going.
I look back and forth nervously, and I seem to have I have a walking cane. I forgot to mention that. It's my quarterstaff. And I seem to grip it with both hands now instead of one.
Okay.
As we continue.
So the party is two wizards, a druid, and a sorcerer. Is that right?
Mhm.
Oh, geez.
This
Mhm.
is great. We are so squishy.
How many? Okay, wait. Zebediah, how many hit points do you have?
Whopping 7.
Oh my God. What about Pleedleplop?
I have 12.
Okay. What about Wynra?
11.
What about Rein?
I got 8.
Ah! No!
Die.
All right, now I'm
Sounds about
scared. God,
We're gonna
Yep.
die.
Be careful.
I'm glad we have that potion.
because the death curse has now kicked in. So
Oh.
if you die. Although you have the potion of deer tears, which may bring you back.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
I wanna looking at the change in the water and things like that. Can I make a nature check to see if any of my elven heritage kind of gives me a clue if this is like okay or if we should be extremely concerned by the
All right, go ahead.
development? All right, here we go. I have a 12 for my nature check.
Okay, so the Feywild, you know that time always runs weird in the Feywild, and sometimes you go there and you go back home. Sometimes it's like you only 1 second pass. Sometimes it's like a week. Now it's even weirder. Now it's getting really weird, and you know that you could take a short rest and heal, but if you take a long rest, you're not going to get the effects of a long rest. So
Oh.
your 1 hit die and your 7 hit points
It's gonna be great.
will serve you well. All right. So
Okay.
you continue to follow the stream. Do you want to tell them that or anything?
I do. I will fill you guys. I will say we should make haste. I have this deep sense of dread that being here is dangerous. We should get home. Well, what I call home. I don't know where you all come from.
As we're walking, just feeling this sense of dread that Rain's talking about, can I just roll like a general perception check just to make sure no one's like following us or watching us or something?
Yeah, sure.
17. That's really high. 17,
Nobody is
18,
following
19,
you.
20, 21, 22.
Nobody's
23.
following you. Nobody's following you, but it's quiet, like too quiet. But there is nobody around, so.
quiet.
I'm
Too
gonna
quiet.
use.
Seeing
Mhm.
I'm
seeing
gonna.
that every. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna use my shape water cantrip on the river and just make smiley faces to try and get everybody's spirits up.
Okay, normally I fish a lot of fish, but you're a really nice fish. I really like you. So I'm going to do a little trick to go with that. And I use
touched.
prestidigitation to make the smiley face talk and tell everybody it's going to be okay.
Okay.
Usually I would appreciate this, but perhaps we should listen to Rain and hurry up and get out of here.
Oh, right.
Okay.
I'm tapping my foot standing near a tree, just like.
I'm gonna assume we introduced ourselves to each other because we didn't.
Oh,
I'm just gonna assume.
Yeah.
All right. You continue going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The stream seems to get louder and faster in the dark. You finally arrive at a point where a well-trodden path crosses the stream, including a small wooden bridge that spans the 10-foot wide creek. The bridge seems to glow with a dim light of its own accord. A man-sized object, perhaps a bundle of pine branches, rests in the center of the bridge. It's like 40 feet away.
40 feet away. All right, let's see. Can I get within 30 feet of the bundle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I move up to within 30 feet of the bundle.
Mm-hmm.
I will cast Mage Hand, and I use my Mage Hand at its limit to poke the bundle.
Make a perception.
Okay. Oh, man. I got a 6 for perception.
Oh, okay. It's big and heavy, so you know you couldn't lift it with your mage hand, so you kind of...
Yeah, just kind of tap on it.
It has no reaction.
I don't think it's alive.
Okay. I'm like 60 feet away, and I like cast message, and you hear a whisper in your ear from Zebediah and says, "Is it all right? Is it moving?"
Only when I tap it with my mage hand, you hear back.
Okay. I advance forward after it seems like nothing's going to happen. And
Yeah, I'll follow. Actually,
So you're all 30 feet away now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay back 40. Like I'm gonna stay an extra 10 back, but I'm gonna hang back. But I'm gonna follow. Yeah.
Okay.
Should we draw straws and see who wants to cross first?
sure.
What
Who
if
has straws?
What if the
I pull some behind my ear with
What if
prestidigitation.
the Triton goes in the water?
There you go.
What if the Triton goes in the water?
True,
That's
I
a
could
brilliant
just swim
idea.
across.
I
I don't really like random pieces of wood on a bridge.
I don't either. I feel like this water was meant for you.
Insight check, maybe, on the river to see if it's okay to swim.
Make a perception.
Perception, okay. That sounds better. No, it doesn't. I'm just rolling great today. 7?
It seems like a nice, refreshing river.
Well,
Oh,
in that
wow.
case, Pleedleplop just jumps in.
Pleedleplop, make a perception, Pleedle.
That is a 17.
You dive
Oh,
in,
thank goodness.
and up ahead in the water, you see there's 3 humanoids under the bridge, hiding in the water, and they kind of flinch when you dive in.
Okay.
Okay, and they're starting to move frantically. What would you like to do?
Can I make out any more than just humanoid?
There's 3 of them. They're wearing
Okay.
hooded cloaks that are swirling around in the water. They're smaller than normal. They seem to emanate darkness a little bit.
Interesting.
You have excellent night underwater vision, also.
Yes.
Because the bridge is glowing, which
Oh.
illuminates the scene.
Okay. I am gonna call out with my speak to aquatic animals thing and just sort of ho there! I am Pleedleplop. Who are you?
You see them all reach for something. Looks like they're about
I'm sure that's fine. You're just waving hello.
They're about to attack. What would you like to do?
Oh. I am gonna. Oh, jeez. I am going to cast a ray of frost at one of them.
Okay.
'Cause I do not want to be attacked. That's the
Oh
one
boy.
thing Flop is not a fan of.
I turn to Wynra and Zebediah and I say, "Who's he talking to? The fish?"
I thought he was going to do an
just shrugged.
Aquaman
I'm
thing,
like,
you know? He's going to summon
I
a
mean-
whale.
He is a fish himself, right? That makes sense.
Okay,
I've never met one. I don't know.
I haven't either.
okay, so Ray of Frost,
Yes.
go ahead, make your attack roll.
Ooh, that is not good. That is a 8.
Okay. I don't even know how a Ray of Frost reacts in the water, so it's just like, you know, like a big icicle, and it goes past these things, doesn't quite hit them. Now you have a moment to move. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna just go down and shoot back out of the water, like, and just land on my feet on the bank.
Do you say anything?
There's not anything good down there. Some weird-looking things.
Let's roll initiative.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Zebediah, what'd you get?
Okay, I have not got anything above a 7 on a roll tonight. I just rolled a 1, so my initiative is 2.
Oh
Oh,
no.
what about Wynra?
5.
5 for Wynra. What about Rein?
Rein also rolled a 1 and has a 3.
Oh,
Nice,
man.
nice.
What about Mr. Plop?
I got a 10.
Did they call you Plop for short?
Yeah, they did.
Plop, you get to go first.
Oh, jeez, again.
You see,
Ah.
all three things are rising up out of the water slowly. Slow
Okay.
motion. They've got daggers. So they're like...
Okay, how close are all of them?
30 feet away.
30 feet. Okay. I am going to... dang. I'm going to use Ray of Frost again. See if I can hit this time.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Just at, like, the nearest one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 12.
Okay, the ray misses by just a bit. Okay, would you like to move at all?
I'm going to get... you know what? I'm going to stay where I am. Like, right at the shore.
Okay. Alright, then I get to go.
Oh.
Alright, so I know one dagger is going at the Triton. So, Pleedle, you see these things, they're kind of like weird, dark-skinned. They look kind of human, but they're skinny. And they have like big, like cartoonishly big nose. And like eyes that are like circles, and they're white. And they all have hoods on. Well, they're wet, so it's all, they're soaked. So they start chucking daggers. So one comes at Pleedle. God, this is terrifying. I don't want to do this. Here we go. +5. If I roll a 20, like, you're gonna die. All right.
Oh, God.
Okay, roll the 9. +5. 14.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Take 5 damage.
Oh.
I feel like I'm in Ravenloft again.
I hope the whole party doesn't die. That would be so horrible. Okay, I will randomly determine who another target is. Each is going to fire at a different target. So, let's see. D4, D3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, old man. They're what do they
Me?
call that? Elder abuse? Here we go.
Oh no!
Oh man.
+5. 3 + 5 is 8. Misses you.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay, the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rein.
Oh, yay. Hi.
Here we go. This is what I do, and my groups hate it when I do this. I like to charge it up. I do this. Okay. Fill it with positive energy, right?
Why'd you do
and
that
they go,
before me?
Then what they do is, yeah, I don't know. I just follow my instinct. And like, so what they do is they're like, hey, look at me, you know, and they do it sometimes. It's like a, so, all right, Rein, I've charged it up with positive energy. Here we go. Oh, God.
Shield.
Oh, nice. Okay, I got an 18 + 5, so that's a 23.
Shoot, that still hits me.
That's 5 damage.
Okay.
So, let's see here. So,
Half
Rein,
of
you
health
have
pool.
3 hit points left.
I do,
Oh,
and I squeak again. Ow!
And
Oh no!
Pleedleplop had 12, so now you have 7. So, okay. So, Rein is hurt very bad. Okay, so these 3 creatures, they're in the water. They're going to come out, and kind of, they're on the ground, and they kind of get on front of the entrance of the bridge. And they have more throwing daggers that they're getting ready to pull out. So they've spread out a little bit so that there's a fight, there's like 10 feet apart, so there's a square between them, you know what I mean? Okay, so after their turn is Wynra. They look also very scared also.
Oh.
And they're nervously looking at the bridge.
Okay, I'm going to step forward and I am going to cast Thunderwave to a 15-foot cube. I don't know who's in this cube to them. If all 3 of them are
I think
in there.
you can get them
or-
all, yeah. Yeah. So you
Okay,
kind of move up to the center of them and you... Okay.
Yeah, They must make a Constitution saving throw so they have to beat my 14. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away. On a successful save, the creature takes half.
All right. So what's the DC?
14.
2 failed. So 1 made it and 2 failed. So how much damage?
2d8. 4 plus 6, 10.
Okay.
And then
Wow.
the ones that failed are pushed 10 feet away.
Oh wow.
Okay. So you blast 2 of them back. The 2 that you hit are really messed up. There's like blood coming out of their nose, and they're like on the ground, like and staggering to their feet. And it seems like they can't hear. They're all messed up. And I think Thunder Waves makes a really loud noise. So in the Feywild, it's like like a bomb went off, and the whole forest is like, and like birds fly out of the trees and stuff like that.
And then for my bonus action, I want to move back and cast Healing Word on Rein.
All right.
I'm tapped, but we could die, so I don't really have any other. What else? So it's 1d4 plus my spell casting.
Imagine you guys going through the Tomb of Annihilation. Everything is like.
Hey, that's max healing though. That's 8 points.
Yeah.
So
all right. Back to full.
I rolled a 4 and my ability modifier is 4.
I actually throw my arms around you for a moment and say, "Thank you so much, friendly stranger."
BFFs.
Forever.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no more spells though, so I'm quarterstaff. I'm done.
The whole party's gonna be out of spells.
I'm out of spells, but I did something, guys.
Nothing but
Party of
cantrips.
spellcasters with magic.
Why did we do this?
I like it when it's like that. Okay, so that was Wynra's turn. Now it's Rein. Rein, you're fully healed. There's 2 that are really hurt.
Okay, I look at one of them that's really hurt, and I say, that was rude, and I blast a firebolt at one of the 2 of them.
Okay.
And I get an 8 with my firebolt.
Okay. Okay. So
And,
that misses.
I'm gonna look around. Do I see anything that could be used as cover within 30 feet of me?
There's trees to the side. Yeah.
Rein finds a tree and puts a tree between her and the dagger as well as she can.
Okay. Okay. Rein. Then it is Zebediah, the bearded elf. They missed you by 1,000,000 last time. 2 of them are hurt really bad. The other one is fresh but terrified.
Terrified, huh? I make a duplicate of Rein in front of the tree that she's hiding behind with minor illusion. And I say, "No, don't hit my friend!" As I like... And I move
Please
behind
don't
the
hit
tree.
me!
Make a performance check. Bad
Ooh,
doesn't.
okay,
It doesn't. If
okay.
it's a 1, it's bad. But just to see how well you sell it.
Oh man, I'm surprised I don't have proficiency in it. Oh well. 9.
Okay. So don't hurt my friend, and they're kind of like, like they're gonna get your friend. All right. Is that
No,
it?
no.
Is that it for Zeb?
I move. Can I get behind a tree?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay, I do that.
Okay, and then it is the plopper. Pleedleplop.
Okay.
What would you like to do, Triton? 2 are super
So-
hurt. 1 is not.
Okay. I am gonna use. How far is the one that's not hurt from me? Would you say?
30 feet, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to 15 feet of him, and I'm gonna cast Lightning Lure to pull him the rest of the way to me.
The fresh guy.
Yes, if it
Okay.
hits. He has to succeed on a Strength saving throw, and my DC is 13.
He failed it.
Yes.
This might be a good thing or a bad thing.
Right, and you pull him up next to you.
Yep. And he takes 1d8 lightning damage. That's an 8. Wow. Holy shit. Okay.
Okay, so the lightning goes all through his body, and he's like smoking, and he's hurt very bad, very bad. So all 3 are bloodied.
Okay.
Then, is that it for your turn?
I'm gonna say Stand down now, or we will finish you and your friends.
Okay, make a, I don't know, intimidation or a persuasion or something.
Okay. Oh, it's a nat 1.
Hey, it happens to the best of us.
Pleedleplop is too friendly for his own good.
He's like, you're wearing your toga wrong.
Hey, be quiet. My mother showed me how to do this.
He tries to stab you.
Oh,
Oh no.
He's gonna go +5. 19 +5.
oh no.
You take 5 damage. So you have 2 left.
Fishman, run away!
Oh, I think it's a better idea. Yeah.
You can kind of feel the pull of the soulmonger, you know?
Oh boy.
Alright,
Oh, no.
the other two, one throws a dagger at the illusionary Rein,
Yes!
and goes right through her chest, bonk, you know? And everything's happening at once, so I'm going to see if the other guy is also going to throw at Rein. I'm going to have him just make like a little saving throw. He does not. Okay. So there's 2 people hiding behind... Oh, I'm not gonna... Okay, so it looks like it's going to be Wynra, because the other guy's getting stabbed. And now you're up close to it, you know? It's a very skinny, evil-looking, kind of dark-skinned creature, you know? Kind of grayish, dark skin. And it's got like a blue hooded cloak. Alright, and then... so here we go. Rein, +5. 4
yay.
+ 5 is 9. No, the dagger's just way over. Those 2 back there are really messed up, and the one next to him is really, they're hurt very bad. And they look kind of panicky. Alright, Wynra, it's your turn.
I'm gonna run up to the closest one that I can get to, and 2 hands on my quarterstaff, and just try to knock him. You know, just hit him. Let's see. 11.
11 misses, I believe.
No.
Yeah, but just by a little bit. Were you attacking the one next to the Triton?
Yeah, I will say that one's closest to me.
Okay, so he's like panicking and dodging around. Next up is Rein.
Okay, I am going to step out from behind my tree, and I'm going to target the one that's in front of Plop as well, because he looks like he's in terrible shape, and they need to leave him alone. And I yell, "Surrender, or I'll burn you! But you are just going to burn." I got a 7.
Mm.
These rolls.
That was a warning shot, and I get back behind my tree.
He begins to tremble because it comes really close to him, and he thought he was going to die right there. Zebediah, your turn.
Plop, I better not flop, as I shoot a scorching... Wait, no, not scorching ray, Jesus. Sorry. What was the fire? Firebolt. I shoot the firebolt. Sorry, I got a warlock friend who likes using scorching ray a lot.
Okay.
Ooh, this one might actually hit, maybe? 13?
Missed by 1.
Oh.
Okay. So
That's all I
it
did.
goes Plop, and then them.
Oh boy.
So Plop, please.
Don't
Please,
die,
you
Plop.
do something.
I am
The
gonna.
campaign's gonna be over.
Find a tree.
Yeah,
It's only
I'm
been
gonna.
like 45 minutes.
I'm gonna disengage, and I'm gonna run for the trees.
Okay.
I'm just gonna watch him go. Like, okay, this is cool.
Wow, he moves fast on land.
So who's behind the tree right now?
Rain.
Oh no.
I am now.
I'm the only one out in the open.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
Also, the only one who hasn't been hit though. I think
There is an illusory Rain, not behind a tree though, and I ran behind her first.
There's 2 Reins.
Yeah.
That's
There
still
are 2
there?
Rains. Yes.
Yep. It should be.
Plop just abandoned me.
Okay. So here's what
I'm
they
so
do.
sorry.
The one who is Lightning Lord, it seems to be the leader, and he orders them around. He brings one over next to Rein, and the other one goes to fake Rein, and they put their knives up like towards your throat, and they say, "Surrender, surrender, or we're gonna, you know, get."
You
could stab an elf?
Yes! So they're readying their action, and if they detect hostile movement, they're going to attack. So the one is just going to attack fake Rein. The other two are going to attack real Rein. So next up is Wynra. What would you like to do? They're scared, shaky scared. They've got their knives up and they're like, "Ah! Let us go."
Oh, goodness. I don't know what to do.
Rein has 8 hit points.
Attack the one that's closest to me.
Okay.
Or wait, no. Can I move to attack the one that's closest to real Rein?
Well, you've got 2 guys next to you, so if you move, they're going to get attacked.
That'd be 2 acts of opportunity. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna attack one that's closest to me then, whichever one.
Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
15, 16, 18. That hit.
Yeah.
How much damage? How much damage?
It's gonna be 1d8. Plus 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. 1d8
Okay.
plus 1.
Nice.
So, you hit him, and he dies. And when he dies, he explodes in a burst of light in a 10-foot radius. So, and he turns to ash as it happens. So you'll need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I don't know if that's gonna be good. 11.
That's good. So you see spots, but you're able to block it, so you're not blinded, right? And the other guy also not blinded. So what happens is when their leader dies, they scream. So the one guy far away runs, and the guy next to you turns to run, and you get a shot on him if you want to take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Heck yeah. That's a 10 though.
Okay. So I guess they have to run, go over the bridge. They kind of momentarily look at the wood. They just jump over it. And so now they're across the river, screaming in terror, and they just want to get away. But they're not that far. They're like, 40 feet away, because they had to go,
Can I firebolt one of them? Because he held a knife to my throat.
Sure can. Well, wait, all right, so that was
Wynra. Yeah, it was me.
So I did my weird ready thing. Rein, your turn. You do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at one of them and be like, "I told you we'd blow you up with a fire." And it goes over his head. I'm like, "That's another warning shot."
Hits a tree. Tree's on fire a little bit. All right, after Rein is Zebediah.
Okay.
Whew. Oh,
I shoot another firebolt at the ones running away.
okay.
Good man.
Let's fry these fish.
Wow, that's kind of rude.
Oh, sorry.
That was
Sorry.
really insensitive.
Yeah. Sheesh.
That's not what I meant. Oh, whatever. And then I cast a spell, and it's 14 to hit.
Oh.
14
Yeah.
is a power score, which is your signature maneuver. What's the old man elf's signature maneuver?
I use my fishing rod as my catalyst for casting spells. And I do the crazy... Have you seen the Goofy movie? You know how he
No.
does the crazy cast?
No.
Okay, he does like this crazy over-the-top casting maneuver.
Uh-huh.
And I do that, and then I shoot fire out of the end of the fire. with the fishing rod.
Goodness.
Do you want to say that your lure and your line turns to fire and goes all the way across and hits him?
Yeah,
and then you
sure.
pull it back in? Yeah. All right, so you do that. And that guy dies and he explodes as well. And there's only one left and he's screaming now, "Please don't kill me." And it's Plop's turn. After Plop, he gets to go and he's just going to take off into the forest. He's right near a burning tree right now.
Sorry about that.
I am very torn here. I'm gonna try and hit him with Ray of Frost. I don't think it's gonna hit because my previous attempts did not. And of course, I got a nat 20.
A natural 20 damage.
All right. Ooh.
He's mincemeat.
He's dead.
goo.
Yeah, he has 3 hit points
goo.
left, so he's dead.
Yeah, that's more than 3.
All right, so don't wait. When you kill with a ray of frost, do they turn to an ice statue or something?
I don't believe so.
No? Okay, I'm thinking of something else. Okay, so you hit him, he turns to ash and explodes in a ball of light. All three are dead. And, Rein, at your feet, you see the guy that died right in front of you, who tried to run. He had something on him, and it's on the ground now. It's like a piece of jewelry.
I look at Wynra and I say, "Ooh, what is this?" And
It
Oh.
is.
pick it up.
Let's see here. There it is. A darkling necklace with a pendant made of a black pearl. You
A pearl, you say?
yes. The pirate knows that this is worth exactly 100 gold.
Ooh,
Oh wow!
You treasure. You know?
nice.
While Rein is looking at that, can I go and very carefully inspect this pile of twigs on this bridge? Because I'm
Yes.
scared it's like a being in druid. I'm scared it's like a twig blight or something like.
So, let's see here. You walk up to the... Okay, so when you look at the pile, it's in the shape of a humanoid lying on its side. It has arms, it has legs, like Groot. It's kind of like that.
Can I just gently reach out and touch it?
From what you
Hello?
can tell, it's unconscious or dead.
Guys.
Eyes are closed.
Guys, bear with me here. What if we use the Revivify potion on this thing that might be a human?
I mean,
how close to the end of the stream do you think we are? Do you think we'll need this potion?
I look at the.
we've handled ourselves really good.
I look at Plop and I look back at you and I'm like, I mean, he looks okay. Should he be leaking as much as he is?
Plop has 2 hit points left.
Yeah, I have 2 daggers stuck in me. There's blood coming out.
I have no healing magic, by the way.
Okay. Quick question: how were you doing equipment and stuff at the very beginning? Did we get the starting gold and all that?
Yeah.
Or, okay, I had bought a potion of healing when I made this character. Is that allowed?
Oh yeah, sure.
I only have 1.
Oh, boy.
But this is peace treaty. Sorry for the racism, as I give you the potion of healing.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
Oh my goodness.
And I instantly just turn around and... Oh, jeez.
I don't know how much it heals, but I know it heals.
1d4 plus... If it's just common, it's 1d4 plus 4, isn't it?
I think it's 2d4 plus 2.
Yep.
The 2d4. I just think that maybe this could be an ally. I mean, they were trying to protect this thing, trying to make sure no one touched it. The Mother Doe gave us this potion for a reason.
I'm game.
I mean, we either die here or we survive. There's 50-50 chance, guys.
They did seem quite scared of it.
that they were hiding.
Mm-hmm.
I just think we should do it.
Sure.
Maybe
But I'm not going to do it unless everyone agrees to it. That's only fair.
I stroke my beard wisely. Insight on maybe if this would be a good or bad idea?
Go ahead.
Okay. Let's see.
Can I assist because it's my idea? Can I assist because it's
Well,
my
why don't you
idea?
make a nature check while he makes
Oh, okay,
it?
yeah, I can do that. Yeah,
Okay, I got 11.
I got a 15 on nature.
Okay, 11. He's not dead. He's unconscious. And creatures called the Wilden. They're let's see here. They're creatures that move between planes. They embody the spirits of trees. They are known to be steadfast and peaceful creatures. And you feel like if you just kind of nudge him, he might just wake up, with a
Without
medicine
saying
check.
anything to anybody else, I walk up, I cast Mage Hand and shake him with the Mage Hand while staying 5 feet away from him.
Okay, so you shake him, and he wakes up, and he's ah! And he looks at you.
Ah!
Yeah.
It says, "We mean you no harm."
We mean you no harm, right?
What's your
right?
Wait, we?
What's your name?
He nods, he takes a deep breath, and he gets up and kind of dusts himself off. We are Buyer. What is the? He points at Plop. What is this?
I am Pleedleplop, my friend, and I hold out my webbed hand towards him. Just sort of wait.
Gives you a branch.
Oh. I met
We noticed that there's a tree on fire. He runs over to the tree, like he goes to get some water, and he starts.
I forgot about that. Sorry.
Do you have a container of some kind?
I
I have a water skin.
Yeah.
Okay.
water-
Okay. You know he does that.
I use shape water to try and help him get water from the stream up there.
Okay. Wait. Shape water. You just whoosh and put it out. And you know he was about to dump all your canteen out, but then he backs away. We appreciate Pleedleplop. He gives you your. He says, "Why does this elf have a beard?"
Why do you refer to yourself as we, I wonder?
We are the Wilden. We are the spirit of the trees.
Yeah, he's like all these like that. I set him on fire. I didn't mean to. Sorry.
We forgive you. We would like to ask a favor of you.
Of course, Spire.
Hmm?
We should check if there's any flavor text I need to read you. No. Okay. He points to the bridge. This tree should not be in this form, being stepped upon by others. We wish to free it by dismantling it and placing the wood in the water. Would you be willing to aid us in this endeavor?
Sure.
The wood is glowing. It's like magic. It's a magic bridge.
But before we do that, are we allowed to go to the other side?
Yes.
So, yeah.
He can explain to you. What happened to the creatures, the darklings?
The
We
what?
took care of them for you.
The darklings.
Can I get some check on that name, the Darklings?
Sure. Make a.
Like Arcana or something? Okay.
You guys
Can I do
probably
a
all
his-
have Arcana, don't you?
Yeah. Can I also have?
You don't even roll. You know. I mean, you're like a professor's. All right. The Darklings are a Fey race, an evil, shadowy Fey race. They blow up. And I think there's dark stalkers and there's dark creepers. There's two types. One's taller than the other. This was the weaker one, and he explains to you that they work for the Queen of Creeping Vines, and the Queen of Creeping Vines doesn't like we, the Wilden. She's trying to capture us all. But
That's not good.
you have saved us from the Queen of Creeping Vines. But we must escape. It is not safe. The Queen of Creeping Vines will come after us and you as well.
Good.
So we should dismantle this bridge quickly, because more of her agents, many different types of creatures serve her. She's very dangerous, and it is night when it is most dangerous in the Feywild. So we must be careful. But
Question: Can I
we,
check?
Buyer, will help you in any way that we can.
Can I check to see if my thunder wave did anything to loosen up the bridge
Yes.
a little bit?
Yes, it did. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the one half of the bridge is kind of already separated to a degree.
Okay. Good.
But not enough to fall through, but it makes it much
Yeah,
easier
yeah.
to dismantle it. So do you guys help him dismantle it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
jump into the water and try and get any supports that are in the river.
Okay. What does Rein do?
I'm going to try to just pull up boards one by one,
Okay.
and realize that I don't have anything to help me, so I'm just physically trying to pry them out and put them in the water. I'm probably having a hard time with that.
That's okay. Wynra, anything special?
I'm probably very carefully using my quarterstaff to pry up boards as well as I can.
Okay. And what about the old feller? Buyer says, "We think you may want to just sit and rest, sir. We do not want you to strain your back or knees. A hip injury at this stage of your life can be lethal, my friend."
I appreciate the concern. And also, I might have a better way of taking care of this bridge.
Really?
I totally forgot I have carpentry tools.
Go! Holy cow! He carpentries the crap out of this thing. He saves you so much time. Wow. With your expertise. So, as you're taking it apart, he wants you to place the wood in the river. He sets a couple pieces of wood aside, carefully. You notice that? Do you say anything?
I want to ask him because buyer, what are you doing with these pieces of wood?
We will make a dagger from this wood.
What kind of dagger?
It will be a magic tree spirit dagger.
Will it help defeat the Queen of Creeping Vines?
We think that it will. We also think that if you take a piece of the wood, you can create a weapon as well. A magic tree spirit weapon. It's going to take 4 days, downtime days, so I don't know when we will be able to make them, but we will take the wood. So you can make, he explains to you, with this wood, you can create 10 arrows if you want, or a spear, or a club, or a great club, or I guess a dagger, because he's making a dagger. So. And it's a special new item in this, so once you make it, I can read it and tell you what it does.
Okay.
It takes 4 downtime days, though, so I'm not sure when you...
I'll take the magic wood, just in case, yeah. I'll take a piece of the wood.
I get the one piece that I was prying up as I eyeball the elf with his tools. Yank up my one piece of wood and kind of hug it and be like, okay.
You earned that. Yep. Yeah, so like you guys are all doing it, and then he just kind of walks over and he's like, and the whole thing falls apart.
I loosened it up for you, Zebediah.
Thank you. Didn't have to strain my back.
Like Buyer said, a hip injuries really could be lethal.
As you're working, Buyer asks, do you tell him your names?
Yeah.
You tell him what happened, you just randomly got stuck here for some reason?
Yeah, because I wanted to ask if Buyer knew how much longer this stream to Caterpillar Falls was, if he knew.
We know where that is. We can take you there. And we might be able to bring you to the other Wild Inn where we can help you get home. I know of a portal. We know of a portal near the Caterpillar Falls.
We would really appreciate that, Buyer.
Still have like an hour, so we can probably get through the whole thing. So, okay.
Oh, sweet.
Would we like... Do you want to catch your breath for 1 hour? Or should we travel at once?
I feel great.
I don't need anything, and I don't get spells back, so I'm...
We can't help but notice... Oh, wait, are you... Did he get healed at all?
Did you roll 2d4 plus 2?
Yeah, I got 8, so I'm up to 10.
Okay, good.
Sweet.
All right, so Plop's got 10. Okay, good. So
Thank you, friend Zebediah.
Okay,
No problem.
You gonna continue to travel through the Feywild Forest?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Along the way, Buyer asks you questions. He asks you about your stuff. You know. I don't know what kind of stuff. You have a walking stick. What does Rein have on her?
So Rein has her carved up quarterstaff. She's carrying a backpack.
Okay.
There's like probably parchment and maybe like a quill kind of hanging out the side where she didn't close it completely.
He's going to ask you about your carved staff. What is your carved staff? Why has it been carved? Why did you carve the tree into this form?
Well, actually it belonged to my mother, and she had a short attention span, so she would make markings in it. If you look very closely, it's actually text, and it's sort of little hints of her different adventures that she had before she met my father. So when I started going out into the world, she sent it with me as sort of a good luck charm and a reminder to always come home. And she said she would kill me if I lost her stuff.
Oh, we are at Caterpillar Falls.
Oh.
Flavor time! The stream ends at a waterfall. Looking down over the top, a magnificent view presents itself. The stream plummets over 200 feet into a large, pristine lake. Forest surrounds the lake on all sides, except for the cliff you stand on. In the center of the lake, about 200 feet away from the base of the cliff, rests a small, vine-covered island. Fire points to the island. That is the gate to the world my people are seeking. It is a magnificent place, a land of cool, crisp air, and pine trees as far as the eye can see. My clan will be safe there, and we can help you get back to your homes as well. When he finishes speaking, an explosion of butterflies erupts from the area behind the falls. They scatter in all directions, and the cacophony of colors is a bit disorienting. The flapping, fluttering insects form a hollow circle directly between you and the bottom of the falls, as if inviting you to jump through. and it's daytime now. So you're at the top of the falls. There's a 200-foot drop. Also, in the big lake, 200 feet away, is an island full of vines that he says is where his people are. So there's these butterflies that have surrounded you and left space for you to jump down the 200-foot drop in the falls. Fire says, "We do not know what this is."
Rein was about to move and stops and says, "Oh, you didn't do this?"
We did not. Did you?
Can-
Are these
No,
your butterflies?
Arcana check, maybe? On,
ahead.
like, this
Yeah, I was
spell?
gonna roll
Yeah, we're gonna make
a nature.
Yeah,
I was gonna
Don't even roll
a
Arcana
nature.
checks. You're just gonna make it.
Okay.
It's the Feywild is weird and fickle, and this appears to be one of those things. The question is whether they're trying to help you or hurt you. That's the thing. They're brightly colored butterflies, flying around.
Insight check?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
A 15?
They are definitely urging you, not because you can climb down the side. There's handholds and stuff. It looks like it'd be definitely a little tricky to climb. But they seem like they're trying to make a space for you to jump. And the ones behind you are kind of nudging you in that direction.
Wynra is gonna look back at Bayer and look at the group and just shrug, and I'm gonna jump into the butterflies. I'm gonna do it. I'm a
Okay.
druid.
You do
I
it?
love nature. I'm gonna
You
do
jump?
it. Yeah, I'm doing
Does
it.
anybody do anything?
I reach out a hand,
I-
to grab.
I'm doing it.
I turn to the butterflies, or at least where I think the main cluster of butterflies is, and I speak in Sylvan, the Fey
Sylvan.
language. Yeah, I'm like, are you friend or foe?
Okay, hold on. So, Wynra, you run. You try to grab Wynra, but she surprised all of you. She jumps, and you're diving.
Yeah.
Okay. The butterflies kind of make a space for you as you fall, and you dive 200 feet down. Boom! And you hit the water in a perfect dive, and the water, it's light out and it's crystal clear. And you go, the lake is 50 feet deep, so you kind of slow down to a stop near the bottom. And you're fine, and you see a satchel at the bottom of the lake.
I swim to it, grab it. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
There's stuff in it. You bring it up. You see
Yeah,
her.
yeah,
You see
totally.
her come up out of the water.
I'm cool, guys. I made it.
Fire's just like, we can't believe she did that.
I take off my pointy hat, and revealing my bald dome, and I swipe it, and I'm like, "Phew, that was
He's
good."
bald also. We can't
the
believe
hair
you're
with-
bald.
Yeah.
Why would
like,
you have
the
hair
top,
here but not
month-
here?
The hat is hiding the bald, and everything else is all hair.
You surprise us continually, Zebediah. The carpenter, bearded elf.
I want to climb up onto the edge of, I guess, the banks of the lake, and go through the satchel. Yeah.
In the satchel is, let's see.
I went through that. I'm gonna go through this satchel.
As she's looking through the satchel, I sort of shrug up on the edge up above and say, "Maybe it'll work twice." And I jump.
You jump.
So
You gonna dive?
and I'm not that coordinated. I think I'm more jump feet first and kind of do the flailing thing like I'm scared to death. And you hear that little squeak of a scream, but it's like until I hit the water.
Okay, and you risk a belly flop, but you're fine. You hit the water, there's a big splash, you drop down, and you can come up, and everything's fine. You're not hurt at all. You two, both of you, as you get out of the water, you feel special, like something has collected onto you in a weird way, like invisible magical pollen, but you're not allergic to it.
Yeah.
I hold on to my hat and I jump.
Okay, so you jump.
I guess.
You jump feet
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, you fall, you hold onto your hat, you come out, and you're fine. Buyer says, "Are we? You are a fish. Oh,
Yes.
we think you will be safe as well. And I float in the water.
Oh, so do I.
Would you like to go first, or should we?
I think we should go together.
Should we hold hands?
Yes.
If this is our last moment, I'm glad to have known you.
You too, Myers.
All right. Splash! And you come up and he's like, ha ha ha, chuckling, splashing you with some water. We think that was fun.
It was.
He comes out of the water. We admire your bravery and courage. The Feywild has rewarded you for this courage, and it will probably reward you in many ways, my friends. Let's see if I can find the rewards.
I clap Wynra on the back and say, "You are either the bravest person I've ever met or the most insane, but I am glad to know you."
I have surprisingly been told that a couple of times.
I am shocked. No.
All right.
Those two traits come hand in hand. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So the first two people who jumped, you both get inspiration.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Trying to use it this session because I'll forget.
Okay.
And you also gain 10 temporary hit points. Thank you.
What are you doing inspiration as? Are you doing it as advantage or
I think it just lets you reroll
just reroll? Okay.
or whatever. Yeah, whatever. I guess you
I
could
think
do
it's-
advantage.
I think it's advantage on any D20 roll or something.
Okay. I know some people do it different. I just wanted to make sure.
don't care.
What was in the satchel?
In the satchel. So while they're all diving, you go through the satchel, and you see 10 blue gems. They're aquamarines. They look like they're shiny and valuable.
Ooh. When
And there's a scroll
Oh,
tube that is sealed. It's airtight.
can I Okay, I'll ask my party when they get down because I want to ask what they know.
Okay, so you show them the stuff?
Yeah, I want to ask Plop if he knows about these gems because he's a pirate, and I'm going to ask the two arcane professors if they know what this scroll is.
Plop, you know that those gems are aquamarines, and they're worth a total of 50 gold, so they're 5 gold each.
Nice.
And there's a scroll tube that probably has scrolls in it. You know that they're usually magical, and sometimes they're magically trapped, but
Investigate the scroll tube to make sure it's not going to blow up when we
the
open it.
4 spellcasters look at it, and you know it's not trapped at all.
Well, I mean, I'm not
okay.
trained. I'm not trained in Arcana. I'm not arcane at all. So that's why I'm giving it to them.
Between the 4 of you, I mean, don't even roll for stuff like that. You have so
Oh,
much
you say
schooling
DS
together, like 100 years of class. Who knows how many years of class the elf has had? Like 100 years at a wizard school, probably, or something.
162.
100, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I gladly pass it over to Rein and Zebediah
the
to
two-
look at.
So you want to open it?
Yes.
Okay, there's 2 scrolls in there. One is of fog cloud, and the other is of entangle.
Ooh.
And I wrote the
can
page
I-
numbers down if you want to.
Can I have that one? Because I actually have that spell, and I love that spell.
Entangle.
I will
Yes.
gladly hand that over.
And what about fog cloud?
How's that
Zebediah,
break
would
from-
you like to hold on to this?
Of course.
Because you don't extend spell slots for scrolls. Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to have the spell. You have to be able
yeah.
to cast it,
Yeah,
right?
you can just cast it right off the scroll, and the scroll disappears. Or you can
okay.
transcribe. If you have a spell book, you can transcribe it into your spell book, but that requires a roll.
That's cool.
Can I?
You want to do
Frog
that?
slap? Yeah, sure.
Oh god, this is the obscure rules that I can never find.
I'm sorry. It's one of those things that I've heard about but never done.
I know, right? Nobody ever does it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I can find it.
Spell. You must practice the spell until you understand it. Each level of the spell, the process takes 2 hours and costs 50 GP.
Oh, well, I don't have that gold, so I guess not. I'll save it.
But when you get some time, you'll be able to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, we could say that, because the 50 gold is for ingredients and stuff. So, I mean, you're in the Feywild, I'm sure you could find.
True.
So, you can do that later if you want.
Okay.
Hopefully you're going to hit 2nd level by the end of this, so we can just kind of say, so you did it then. All right, so what you see is there's a lake, and 200 feet out, there's an island covered in vines. And Oh, look, right down the shore there a little bit is a boat with oars.
Ooh.
Buyer says,
Oh, come.
we have a boat with oars to go to the island to find the portal that my friends have left for us.
Hmm.
Who left the boat?
We, the Pine Wildens, use the boat to come to the island and back. We are wood people. We do not swim well. We should
Okay.
be careful, though. The Queen of Creeping Vines might be watching, and if you notice, the entire island has vines on it. Thick vines. Thick vines that are hard to walk on.
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
We don't want to see you get hurt, especially the senior citizen who is so close to the end of his life. We aren't sure if the wizard should be out. Like in a boat.
He may be very close. You're right. He may be very close because I mean he has to be really old. I've never seen another elf with a beard. That has to be like so
Hey.
old.
How rude.
Sorry.
But we also think the wizard is a fisherman, and thus he probably has great skill with the boat. In fact,
That I do.
he could catch special Feywild fish. Although we hope you don't harm the fish of the Feywild.
I do it more for sport.
We are uncomfortable with that as well. Shall we get in the boat and go to the island with the vines on it?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, so who wants to row?
Rein
Well,
will turn
I'm more of a
away.
navigator, so
I mean,
Okay.
Fire, can you row? Can you row?
Wait. Who?
Buyer.
the-
Buyer.
Oh.
We
Buyer row.
can, yes. I suppose that's the least we could do. For you heroes from the mortal realms. Friends of the trees.
Definitely friends of the trees. I won't burn any more trees. I promise.
We understand.
Okay.
You saved us. And the tree was also safe.
I pull out my fishing rod, and on the bobber floaty part, I wave my hands, and I cast alarm on it, and I sit in the back, and I keep it reeled out behind us as we go.
Okay. Alright, so
And
Buyer starts... Oh, go ahead.
I stand on the front of the boat with like one leg up on the prow, just sort of pointing forward towards the island.
Captain
George Washington.
That way!
Okay. Buyer says, we wonder why the fishman is not in the water. We would think any opportunity the fishman had to be in the water, it would be in the water.
I look at Buyer and I say, Buyer, that's a really, really unhealthy stereotype.
Just because he is a fishman does not mean he likes water.
Exactly.
We apologize.
Thank you. I'm sure he appreciates it.
I mean, you're right. I do love water.
We deal with this as well, as people think that we hate squirrels. Not all of us are racist against squirrels just because we are tree folk.
Oh, why am I
We
that
do not
idiot,
like
might
it
I
when they
ask?
climb into our knotholes, but we do not hate them.
I don't
Yeah,
like
right.
squirrels very much. When I've ridden in a cart and I've been riding with the horses and they run out into the pathways and the horses get spooked by it, and I've nearly lost my cart at least 7 times. And that's just in the last month.
As
It's
you're talking, the fishing lure. So he's rowing across as you talk, and you get about 50 feet away from the island. An alarm. What does it make? A bell noise or something?
It's like I went with the mental ping in my head, so that way it wasn't like a loud like
You get a
warning.
mental ping.
Yeah.
Something is
Okay.
come into your zone.
Uh-oh.
Make a
You
perception.
guys hear me say. All right.
I continue to talk about squirrels.
I'm talking about how good squirrel stew is.
Oh!
Man.
14. Huh.
We. All right, so 14. You realize something's coming from up the water, from under the boat, and these things are trying to surprise you, but you have completely. You know they're there, and they don't know that you know. So you guys can all get surprised on these things if you want, or whatever it is you want to do. But 2 things are coming up, and they're kind of big, coming up towards your boat.
Something coming from underneath. Get ready for a bout, I say, as I like get my fishing rod ready for casting spells.
So let's roll initiative, and you're all gonna get to go, and then we'll do normal.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Wynra, what'd you get?
14.
Okay, 14 for Wynra. Rein, what'd you get?
I got a 19.
19 for Rein. Plop?
10.
10 for Plop. And what about Zebediah?
In classic old man attire, once again, low initiative, 7.
Oh, you've really like got 7s like all game today. That's been your lucky number.
Yeah, right?
Okay. So, Rein, you informed them that there's 2 things coming up, right? So, Rein, you know that there's 2 creatures coming up from under the water.
Okay, I will kind of steady myself in the boat, like kind of hang on to either my seat or something. So if the boat gets hit, I'm a little more stable. And I am ready to cast a firebolt on whatever I see like first. Like I'm watching the water and my spell is ready to just be blasted at whatever pops out of the water.
You can shoot one and it will go into the water.
Okay,
And
so
hit,
so do I have advantage because we have surprise?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I look around, and then I just blast a firebolt into the water, and I got a 22 to hit.
Yeah. How much
Nice.
damage?
All right, I do.
Oh God. All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I do a 1 point of fire damage because I think the water kind of,
Oh.
and 1 point of fire damage.
2 big kind of circular entities with skinny legs and arms. It's like a big blob then they're shooting up from under the water, and so you fire down at a shape, and it and it hits it for just a little bit. Okay, Wynra.
Can I roll a quick nature check to see if I know what these are?
They're giant frogs.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Don't need to do that. I just go ribbit, and I'm going to try to hit one with my quarterstaff.
Okay. So they're going to pop out on their next turn. So we'll just say, but in this round we can say we'll just say you waited and you hit them, and then you can. Well,
yeah, I was thinking like if they're like coming out of the water, can like put my quarterstaff down into the water and like try to, as I see the shadow coming up.
Yeah, go ahead.
22.
22 definitely hits. How much damage?
1d8.
I like that Winra's doing whack-a-mole.
Basically, yeah. 7 points of damage.
7 points.
Bludgeoning.
You want to do the one that was already hurt, or do you want to do the other one?
I'm probably sitting beside Rein, so I'll probably hit the one that's already hurt.
Okay. You don't see any blood in the water, although this is all happening slow motion, bullet time, All right, so plop. These are giant frogs. You've seen them many times. You know that they use their tongue to wrap it around people, and they pull them into their stomach, and their stomach acid kills these people. And a lot of times, pirates find treasure in the stomachs of the giant frogs.
Take one for the team, Plop.
You know it's very deadly if you get swallowed.
How far apart are the 2 frogs from each other?
Right next to each other, I guess.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna use Acid Splash to try and hit both of them.
Okay.
And they need to make a DC 13 Dexterity saving throw.
Fail.
Oh.
1 failed and 1 made it.
Okay. It is going to take 5 acid damage, as I just sort of conjure up this ball of acid in one hand and just bloop into the water.
Does the other one take half?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Nope.
That was Plop, and now Zebediah, the wizard full of surprises. What do you do?
I'm starting to regret having all my first level spells not do damage. But I just shoot Firebolt at the one that already got hit by Firebolt.
Okay, go ahead.
Firebolt! 6.
Oh, okay, so that misses. Alright,
Yeah.
so we leave bullet time. So I guess you all waited until they popped up, one on either side, 2 giant frogs with eyes like way over here, and their mouths are starting to open, and they got a big tongue. And they got teeth too, kind of sharp teeth. So now they're coming up, and they're kind of leaning over your thing, and Rein, you get to go before they go.
All right, I will blast one with a firebolt again and say, okay, they're out of the water. This will be better. This will be better. This will be 12 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
I'm glad someone's hitting with Firebolt.
1 point of damage.
All right.
You're doing your best.
Okay.
I
So
One
you
is
hit
really
better
that.
than
try.
You hit the frog, and it's got an acid burn, it's got a fire burn, and it has somebody hit it in the head with a blunt object, and it's like it's dazed, and it's like it pops up out of the water, and you all hit it at once, and he falls back into the water like he's not dead, but he looks hurt, and the other one though gets to attack, and I guess I'll just pick a random target. Oh, and what's his face is in there too. Buyer, he's a target.
Harry, get down.
No, we must help you as you have helped us. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. All right, Rein. Giant toad. Oh, it's a toad, not a frog. Sorry. Tongue comes flying out. Plus 4.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to charge it up. Here we go. 11 plus 4. 15.
That is going to hit right on the money.
All
It
right.
got a power score.
Do we celebrate every power scores?
What's my maneuver? What does frog do? I don't even know. Well,
Crow
okay, if
tackling.
you're in the tongue, maybe he like spins you around a little bit. Yeah. And he's getting ready to swallow you. So let's see. The tongue. Oh God, ready? 7 regular,
Okay.
5
no.
5 poison.
Oh.
Okay, so my 10 temporary gone,
Oh yeah.
and I'm down to 6 regular hit points.
Okay, and you're gonna make a saving throw.
I'm amazing at these.
All right.
Not-
I didn't write down what it was. I think it's a. What is it?
Is it a
It must be a
dex?
strength, I guess. Save. It's trying to grapple
Oh.
you, so
Oh,
you can say
oh.
dex. Yeah, whatever. Dex is good.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh no.
I madly claw for the boat, and it's gonna be 13.
That's
Ooh.
exactly what you needed. So does that mean you backward roll and make a squeak on the boat as you escape the tongue?
It's tumbling me in, and I roll the other way as fast as I can.
Boom! Signature maneuver. That the frog is shocked that you escaped. Its signature maneuver like that. It seems to have noticed a worthy foe. Okay, so the other frog is in the water trying to get its stuff together, and then it is Wynra's turn. So the wounded one is in the water. The fresh one is right here.
Is it the fresh one's popped out?
The fresh one, yeah, it's kind of looming over the side of the boat.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my quarterstaff and just home run hitter, just pop it.
Okay.
Just yeah.
Okay.
Or attempt to at least.
Okay.
Swing away.
Yeah. That's an 18.
You hit. How much damage?
Okay. 1d. It's the wrong dice, Katie. That is max damage actually. So
Nice.
1d8 plus 1 is 9.
9 points. Okay. All right. After Wynra is Pleedleplop, the Triton. Buyer says, "We don't understand why you have not gone in the water. It is your element, is it not?
It is.
We think you could draw them away heroically."
Bravely run away.
And we, Buyer, can get the attention of the other one.
I like the way you think, Twigman. And he jumps right in. And I am gonna. Pleedleplop's gonna pull out his trident from his back,
Oh! Yeah!
and I am gonna try stabbing at the one in the water with it.
Do it!
Shake
Ooh,
him.
Nice. That is a 18.
Nice.
18 hits. How much damage?
1d6. And that's a 3.
Okay. So, when you stab it with a Triton, it's not quite bloody, but you have its full attention. Does Trident have reach? Trident have reach?
It does, yes.
Okay, so you could move more if you want and draw it away, so it'll chase you. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I will head towards the island.
Towards the island.
Towards the island.
Make a
yes.
perception.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
What have you done?
That is a 9.
You see a couple things, just vaguely. Some of the vines on the island are in the water and they're moving a little bit. You see a bunch of lumps underwater by the shore, like 3.
Oh.
Okay, but you're 40 feet away, or whatever you are. You're closer to the island, and the frog is going to chase you. Okay, so he's drawn one away. Buyer is going to stand in front of the other one. Oh, I should give Buyer a turn, shouldn't I? 15. All right, so I'm gonna have Buyer make an attack real quick because I skipped him. Okay, Buyer +5, 17, and he does 7 piercing to the other one, and he steps in front of it, so that way he's drawing its attention, so it will attack him. And Buyer says, if it swallows us, know that we have been honored to aid you. We sense greatness inside each of you. The Feywild has chosen you for something. We don't know what. Alright, so Buyer jumped up, Plop went, and then it is Zebediah's turn.
Okay, how far away did you swim? Because you jumped into the boat,
Yeah, how much?
and then you swam towards it. What's your movement speed?
I have 30 swim.
Okay, so yeah, he got 20 feet away then.
Okay, he's definitely in range. I do the same trick I did before, and I cast Minor Illusion and make it look like there's 2 of him swimming towards the island.
Nice. That's really good. Okay, great.
It goes out 120 feet, so that
Okay.
should work out, hopefully.
Yeah, the frog is buying it big time. So are you gonna? So I guess right now the real Plop is going straight. And where's your illusion gonna go? Right.
He's gonna try to stay side by side to like try to confuse him, like how zebra herds do with a lion or something. I don't know.
Okay. And it does seem to be keying in on your illusionary thing. Okay. So that was Zebediah's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rein, you get to go.
Okay, I recover from nearly being swallowed, and I say, "We're not going to die today." And I'm going to blast. Which one looks more injured? The one that Plop is leading away, or the one that is closer to us with Buyer?
I think Plop is the one that's more injured is the one that. Actually, they're both about the same at this point.
Okay, I'll go after the one in front of our tree friend.
Okay.
So I blast another firebolt in his direction. Yes, that's a 23 to hit it.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. 6 fire damage this time.
6
So-
fire. He's blood. He's bloodied now. He's got bloody wounds. He's hurt. The frog is definitely hurt.
And I say, "Frog legs for dinner tonight," as I glare at this thing.
Buyer says, "This creature is just doing what is natural to it. We should not besmirch
Well,
it."
if we kill it, I mean, we do need to eat. It probably would taste great.
It would be a waste otherwise.
Use every part of the animal.
Exactly.
He can't disagree with that. All right, and that was Rein's turn.
Yes.
All right, so you're done. My turn. So the frog is going to go after fake illusionary Triton guy.
Wow.
And misses by a bajillion, so it doesn't pass through or anything. So as far as it knows, it's still a real thing. The other one is going to go after Buyer. Buyer has an AC of 13. And it misses him as well. Okay. So, and then Buyer gets to go. +5, 15. He hits and does another 7 to the heavily wounded one. It's bleeding from another big wound, like next to its eye, you know. And then everybody gets to go. So Wynra is one by your boat. Hurt pretty bad.
Yeah, I want to attack the one. I want to get closest to the one that's in front of Buyer, that's trying to attack Buyer, and cast poison spray. And he has to succeed on a Constitution of 14. Constitution saving throw of 14.
I rolled a natural 1.
Yeah. 1d12. 11 poison damage.
11 poison damage.
I just reach out and grab his slimy head.
It's like it's got 1 hit point left.
Can I kick him as a bonus action? Please?
You have inspiration, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
You could burn it to do that. You want to do that?
Yeah, I just want to, just kick
Good.
him.
Roll to hit.
I rolled a 2.
Aw.
Okay, well. You kicked it, it almost fell, but not quite.
I completely whiff.
Alright, that was Wynra. Plop. Evasive maneuvers.
Yes.
Are you going to continue to go towards the island, or?
As the illusory me is headed towards the island, I'm going to try and dive under and try and get under the frog and stab at it from below.
Make a perception.
Oh, jeez.
Not the thorns, not the vines.
Oh, okay. That is a 22.
As you dive down, you see a cave
Oh.
down there. Like the island is rock, so it's there's rock under the water. There's a small cave and there's a green glow coming from it, and there's bubbles coming out of it.
I like that, but first I'm going to kill this frog.
As you dive down, you see that.
Okay.
Also, you get another look at as you come up. Those vines on the island are moving just a little bit, and off in the distance, it's 3 humanoid creatures watching your battle, and they seem to be holding weapons. And they also have a frog-like shape.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so you stab with your trident?
Yep.
Okay.
That is a 13.
Giant toad, you hit. How much damage?
Oh, nice. That is going to be 4 damage.
Bloodied. Blood comes out. And it's... Well, we'll see what it does. Zebediah. It has 1 hit point left.
Okay.
Barfing up blood on your boat.
Oh, gross. So the one with 1 HP is at our boat, and there's one chasing my illusion up ahead, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
And they're getting close to the island now.
Okay. I'm pretty sure everyone can get the one that's on the boat, so I shoot a firebolt at the one in the distance.
Okay.
Come on, please not a 7. And it's a 9.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it hits the water and kind of steams. All right, and then Rein's turn.
Okay, I'm going to try to take out the one by the boat so that we can focus on helping our fish friend. So I will firebolt at it. And that is a 16 to hit.
It dies.
All right, and
It's
I
kinda-
do...
It kind of plops dead half in your boat.
Oh.
Yes!
Kind of stuff coming out of its mouth.
Ugh,
Yeah.
dinner.
Skeleton fish. And you also see a severed hand popped out.
Ooh.
Ugh,
I think there's a
That's-
ring on that severed hand.
bloop.
Yoink. Okay, so that's Rein.
Yep.
All right, my turn. So 1 frog is dead. There is another frog that is chasing. It's still chasing the other one. Are you keeping it still next to Plop?
No, I have it beelining for the island.
It can reach the island on your turn. Do you want to have it do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So the frog follows, and as it gets right next to the island, the vines reach out and wrap around the frog, and it is grabbed by the vines. And you see little thorns on the vines. They're sinking into it. And so
Oh,
the
jeez.
other frog is trapped and dying. So he's beyond bloodied and dying. And now it's just struggling, trying to get out. It's like, it's an animal, so it's panicking. So that was my guys. Buyer, the one is dead. He says, I shall row. Yes?
No! Wait,
Wait, what?
don't row. What? I point at the vines and the frog on the island.
You are about 50 feet away, so if he rowed, you'd be only 30 feet away. You wouldn't go to the island.
Okay,
We get closer, but not that close. Yes?
okay.
We must make a strength check. We rolled a natural 20!
Yeah!
Wow, the extra 10 feet. So you're 30 feet, He's so fired up. All right, so that was the NPC's turn. Wynra. So now you are 20 feet away from the island, and your ally is just like 15 feet right there under the water. The other frog is over that way, trapped in vines.
I want to like lean over and go, Plop, Plop, can you hear me?
My head just pops out of the water. Yes.
Does it plop out of the water?
Yes.
Did you see anything?
Well, there's a cave of some sort down there.
The minute he says cave, I jump into the water. Literally, just like I did with the butterflies, just swan dive into the water.
Oh.
I'm ready to go.
Ready? Here we go. Cave. So you're going to swim down to the cave.
Yep.
Where is it?
Me and Plop will take care of this.
All right. So you swim down, and with your one move action, you see the cave. Inside, you peer in. There's like a hallway, underwater tube or whatever. It goes about 15 or 20 feet, and then it opens into a chamber that you can't even see inside of it because green light is just coming out of it. You also feel, as you get close, magical energy, and you see a lot of vines on the ceiling. You feel like the magic energy in the hallway might affect you in some way.
I didn't think this through.
You only use one. You use your move. You could swim back up, or you can go in.
Can I? And maybe it'll be at like disadvantage because I'm underwater. Can I roll like a nature check to see if these vines are like the ones that are up top that grappled the frog?
They are, and you see them moving a little bit.
Okay.
So if you go in there, they're going to try to lash out at you and grab you.
And there's no way I can avoid them? Like I can't like go along the side or really low to the bottom of the cavern?
I'm pretty sure that if you go in there,
they'll reach anyway. Okay,
they can
got
reach
you.
Yes.
I really want to go in this cavern. I'm gonna go back up. Go back up to the surface.
Okay, and you tell them what you saw.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them what I saw.
Plop man, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna stay underwater since I can breathe down there, but I'm not gonna go anywhere close to that cave for right now. So I'm just gonna stay like under the boat, I guess.
Okay, so you see the frog. He's dying. The vines are all over him. He's gonna get killed. On the other side, you see those three creatures swimming away as fast as they can.
Oh, jeez.
And the cave down there is glowing, and you two sense kind of this weird energy coming out of it. Like near the mouth of the cave, it's very strong, like a magnetic force. You know how batteries are repelled? It feels like that, and the closer you get, the stronger it is. So, do you want to do anything? If this goes a little long, can you guys stay on a little longer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we're close to done, but it'll go past 8:30, I think.
Fine.
Good, because I really like the last part.
I am gonna try and use acid splash on the vines in the cave, if I can.
Don't roll. Boom.
Oh.
They shrivel away. Destroyed.
Nice. All right. I pop out and tell everybody. I think I took care of the vines.
Mm-hmm. All right.
What vines?
How do they look up here?
How do what look?
The vines up here
On the
after
island?
the acid. Yeah.
No, they're still there, but they look
Okay.
exactly the same as the ones that he destroyed.
Okay.
So then it is Zebediah's turn.
So, there were just a bunch of vines in that cave down below, correct? As I look over at Plop.
There were, yes, and some strange green glow.
Buyer says, we noticed that your wet toga leaves little to the imagination, my friend. Mayhaps you should pick another color next time. I can
It's
see your
very
kneecaps.
popular with the lady tritons. Not so much with the other pirates.
Yeah. Not in my campaign.
That's
Everybody's up for everything in my game.
Whatever floats your boat.
They're after more than one kind of booty. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But seems we got ourselves into quite a pickle here. There's stuff in the cave, but there's also all those vines on the island. Should we try to destroy them with our rays of fire, or
Buyer
should
says, we think that is a good idea. We think those vines are unnatural and evil and connected to the queen of creeping vines.
That would make sense.
Oh, that's
the name. The name it lines up.
Now that you mention
oh
it,
yes,
we think these are creeping vines.
Oh.
We think you are most clever.
All right. Well, I guess I shoot the firebolt at it.
When you shoot your firebolt, a whole section, like a bunch of big cube, they burn and scatter. So there's a huge area that's safe to walk on.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, I hit something.
Would you like to move or anything?
I guess I try to assist Fire on rowing the boat. I don't think he needs it, but
Make a strength check.
oh boy, -1. Here we go.
Those old bones.
18.
Ooh.
You roll like a maniac! Where do you want to go to? The boat's 20 feet away right now. You cleared a
But
section you could land the boat safely if you wanted to.
Let's go that way.
Okay, so you just...
Yeah,
Fire's like...
I feel springy.
You're such a strong old man. Okay.
I'm impressed.
Rein,
Hello. All right. So, all right.
you're
Do
at
I
the
see?
beach now.
All right. Can I make a perception check and kind of take a look around, to see if I see now that the vines have kind of pulled away, if anything stands out?
What you don't need to roll. What you see is it's just the whole island is full of vines, and all the vines are moving. You see no sign of a portal at all, but you do notice bubbles coming up in the water from where he swam down to and said there was a cave. And I suppose you might see just a little hint of 3 creatures just swimming as fast as they can away.
Oh, this is probably a terrible idea. I am going to go down underwater and investigate this cave. Yes?
Are we still going with initiative rolls, or?
Yeah, hold on a second.
Okay.
I almost forgot something. When you step on the island,
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
so you haven't taken your turn yet. I think I almost forgot this. Let's see here. Okay, you're okay right now.
Oh,
What would you like to do on your turn?
Oh no.
yeah. So I looked around, saw if I saw
Swim.
anything. Yeah, I was planning to go investigate the bubbles where our friend Plop.
So you swim down, and you
Okay.
see the cave. It had vines in it, now it doesn't. So there's a tunnel, like a tube, that opens up into a cave, and that whole cave is full of like magic green light. And you feel like a energy coming from it, almost pushing you back.
Pushing me back. Can I make any kind of Arcana check to see if I can understand what that is? All right, let me see. La-di-da. I got an 11.
It seems to be some kind of repulsive effect. When you go in there, it might try to push you back out. It doesn't seem that strong that you couldn't overcome it, but there's probably a check involved. And you sense force energy, like a magic missile kind of energy. You feel like you might get pummeled by this energy when you go in, if you're not super whatever. Swimmy.
Okay. I probably can't cast anything underwater that has a verbal component. All right. I surface dejectedly. I'm not sure what I want to do, so I'm just now bobbing in the water.
Okay, so when you pop out, that's when this thing happens. The vines quake and quiver violently, not as if they are going to attack, but as if in fear and awe. At the center of the island, a tall form rises from amid the vines. The 10-foot tall form is that of an elven woman, skin a light green, but eyes as dark as night. The vines... I don't want to miss this. The vines there rise up to clothe and caress her body, and she smiles with pleasure before speaking in a voice that is deep and hollow. She says, "The others escaped, but this one will not. The little pine wilding is mine." The vines snake out and grab Bayer, attempting to tear him apart. Then,
Woo!
the Queen of Creeping Vines raises a hand thoughtfully. "Unless one of you wants to trade your soul for his. Do that and you are all free to go." The Queen of Creeping Vines is 25 feet away. She's 10 feet tall. Bayer's held in the air by vines, like pulling him apart, like arms and legs. He's not being stretched, but he's being held immobile.
Ooh.
I have an idea, and it goes back to the being brave and stupid thing.
Yeah.
Always the best plans.
Bayer says,
So,
please do not. We don't want that. He's trying to urge you not to do it.
Yeah. But I am a druid, and I want to protect this thing, and this is, in character, this is what I would do. So I'm right next to Plop in the water. I'm going to pass him the Revivify potion. Stealthily. Do you want me to roll
okay.
like sleight of hand?
You can just do it. It's okay.
Okay, yeah. And then I'm going to raise my hand and go, "I'll sacrifice myself for anything of nature."
She smiles. She
And I just hope that Plop got what I was trying to tell him.
She slowly lowers Bayer to the ground. The vines go off of him, and they come up, snake up your legs and around your torso, and lift you into the air. All right, she's going to do this. Okay, so here we go.
I'm going to do this.
Energy flows from her through the vines into your body, and you feel like a grasping in the center of your chest. You feel kind of like something flowing through the blood in your body, a weird sort of shaky energy. And you feel something kind of pull away from you and go through the vines and into her. And as it enters her, she lets out like a big breath, and a smile. And here's what happens. Okay, but there's a bunch of effects. The entire group, including Bayer, are free to use the portal down in the cave. The repulsive energy is gone. Oh no, the repulsive energy is still there. Sorry.
Oh.
But whatever. The person who forfeited their soul. Now, you're not dead. When you die, instead of your soul going into the soulmonger, it goes to her, and it belongs to her.
She's her own soulmonger.
But it is safe from being devoured by the soulmonger, but you don't know what she's going to do with it. You gain inspiration, and you have a flaw. Terrified of all vines.
Wait, even like my own vines that I cast?
Yes, I guess. Especially when you're in the jungle, it's going to be a little...
Oh boy.
Oh, God.
And I guess he's making more adventures of this, and it says other consequences may crop up in subsequent adventures.
Lord.
And I think there was one other thing here.
Oh, no.
Let's see.
It was worth it. I just begin to save fire.
Bayer pledges his life and services to you. He will be your sidekick forever.
I have my own walking Groot.
The Queen says, "The Queen is most pleased. Thank you, my dear. I'll be seeing you soon."
I don't like the sound of that.
And just, she sinks into the vines and she's gone.
Do I just fall back into the water and I'm just like, oh my back, like, oh God, what did I just do?
Wait, you're not dead. Why aren't you dead?
I'm not dead.
What?
I don't know what I just did.
Bayer says she's claimed her soul.
Ooh.
When she dies, it will belong to the Queen of Creeping Vines. For all eternity.
Oh, I did hear one time making deals with Fae is bad. Maybe I should have led with that. Sorry.
Bayer says, "It was most brave. I am deeply honored. We are deeply honored."
You're welcome, I think.
Well, we think there's only one thing left to do. We must go through this cave.
Which
Still has the repulsive energy in it.
Does anybody have a rope?
Yeah,
Yeah,
give me a second.
I have an explorer's pack.
I think that's what I have too.
30 feet of rope.
Who's the strongest of us?
Not Pleedleplop.
Probably
Well, maybe.
Buyer.
Not the frail old man.
Probably Buyer.
Not the
Wild
tall,
is-
Yeah, I'm
skinny
sure
elf.
fire, and I'm like +1 modifier in strength. It's not that good.
I think that's what he has too, though. So,
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Better than -1.
That is
Just go
true.
with me. Just go with me. If we can get one of us in there and the rest of us get tied up by the rope, maybe we don't get blasted back out over and over again. We can kind of climb the rope into whatever this is.
okay.
Maybe.
Let's send Buyer first.
Buyer actually
I
has
can
a
follow.
strength of 10, so.
Oh no!
looks like you're our muscle.
How am
Wynra.
I the strongest one?
Wynra. So Wynra's gonna go first.
Yeah. I guess.
Who's second, third, fourth, and where's Buyer?
I'll go
Um,
second.
I'll
Okay.
go third, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. I'll take up the rear and like catch anyone who gets blown
Buyer
back.
says, "This one is at home underwater. Perhaps this
Very
one
true.
should be pulling." No. We shouldn't backseat drive. We shall be in the very back.
I mean, Buyer, if you have an idea, believe me, totally open for ideas. I mean, we all should have a say in this. That way we don't feel bad if we all die. It was all our own faults.
All right, so you swimming in there.
Yeah, I'll take point. Yeah.
Wynra, you get to go first. So when you go into the cave, all right, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at Constitution though. Not that good. I have inspiration, so I'm going to use it. That wasn't much better.
So
That was a
you
3.
swim in,
And then I get a 10.
10. Okay. An invisible force tries to repel you, but you fight it off and you go through. But then it hits the next person in line, which I think is Rein. So Rein, please make
Hi.
a Constitution save.
Okay. That's my... Okay. I'm going to use my inspiration on this. And I'm sure you can guess what it was.
Oh man.
Oh, that's better. I got a 15.
And the energy hits you, and it puts a strain on the rope. The rope frays just a little bit, but you make it through. So who's third? I think that's... Okay,
It's me.
good.
All right.
Paddling.
Con saving throw for the frail old elfin wizard. Here we go. Okay, is it possible I can use a reaction spell?
Yeah.
Okay, I ready shield, because it seems to be force.
Okay,
And shield would work against force, maybe?
okay.
But, alright. Oh, and of course I rolled good. 18.
Okay, you swim right through. Okay, and then the swim guy, Triton. Plop.
There one about...
That is a 14.
Oh man! All right, now it's just Buyer. Great. What's his con?
If we lose Buyer after all of this, after he pledged his life to me,
Epic.
He made it. You all resist the energy. You swim into the green glowing cave, and there's flavor text. Okay. 11. So you all swim into the green glow. You enter the green light of the portal passageway, and you swim upward and out into the open. Although it doesn't feel like you went anywhere special, you're no longer in the cool, crisp, clear water of the lake in the Feywild. Instead, you are in a warm, muddy pool, and the air that assaults you is hot and humid. As you try to get your bearings, a humanoid lizard creature... Oh boy. Alright, so wait, you come up out of the water? We should probably do that first.
yeah.
You're gonna go over to the shore? And you're in this muddy water, it's hard to see in it.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna,
Okay, so you're all
Oh, wow.
roped together, you get on the shore, you're gonna try to start untying yourself?
yeah, and just trying to wipe, the mud off, and
I,
my hair was looking so good. Now it's muddy.
don't worry, I got it. I cast Prestidigitation, and Prestidigitation can clean things. I just need to keep casting it every round.
Okay, so you
Thank
clean
you,
everybody.
Zebediah.
Alright, so everybody's super clean, and as you're getting clean, a humanoid lizard creature runs past you, shrieking in pain and terror. It is missing an arm, and it clutches at a
Oh.
bloody stump. The shouts of many angry or frightened creatures grows closer and closer. Around you is a heavy jungle of thick foliage and countless vines. Terrifying vines! Through the din, you hear a single solemn voice. It is Bayer. Oh, he's right there. He says something. We don't think this is the land of tall pines. So that's where we'll stop. You're not sure where you are.
Wynra, by the way, has just dropped on the ground, is just back and forth. Oh no. Oh no.
So you hit level 2, and
nice.
you'll be, everything's refreshed as if you got a long rest. You'll just be completely clean, okay?